Okay, here we go. Sound is ready. The live stream. Welcome to the live stream, Michigan Junior Arena. Just to let you guys know that there is something coming up on Sunday, April 20th. This is the draft for the Michigan Team Arena Challenge. The Michigan Team Arena. That is going to be going on soon. And what that is going to be 8 to 10 teams. Every team is going to have your own. You're going to have your own logo. There's going to be 4 players per team, and in the draft, the eight lowest players will all be captains of the teams and owners of the team, or general managers, if you want to say that, and they will be able to draft the players first round, second round, and third round. Draft their players for their team, and that'll make up their team until the season is over. You're going to play each team one time. You're going to play each team one time. And after that, there's playoffs. Whoever has the top two records in one conference makes the playoff. Top two in the next conference make the playoff. Those two teams will play each other in the playoffs, and then the winner of both conferences will play each other in the finals. And the two teams will have, I'm going to have gift cards for the kids. So there is a fee, a small fee to pay for the operating costs and those gift cards to reward those winners. The teams will be evenly matched because, of course, the lower rated players all get to select their number 1, number 2, and number 3 pick. So it'll be a good challenge. And then the lower players won't ever have to play the higher players. So the lower players play the lowest of the other team, just like the team state championship. So everything is fair. Everyone is going to have fun. And plus, it's going to be team. And plus, it's a good mix of everybody from all over the state of Michigan. I haven't opened it up to other kids in other states. Maybe we'll look at doing that in our next season. But season 1 of the Michigan Junior Team Arena will be, the draft will be April the 20th. And then we'll start the next Monday after we build the teams and get all the information to all of the parents and players. Next Monday, we'll start those games. And those games will be 30 minutes. You play one game of 30 minutes, and then you'll play a game of 5 minutes. Because guess what? There is a team arena, but there is 2 different types of time controls. So one team could win the 30-minute championship. Another team could win the 5-minute championship, which is Blitz championship. So there's 2 different types of championships to win. Teams compete in 2 different time controls. So it's going to be a lot of chess for the kids, trying to make it as enjoyable as possible and have these kids have something to do while they're at home. And the link, I'm pretty sure I shared this link, or if not, I will share this link to Michigan Chess Association Facebook page, and also the Implodian Chess Facebook page as well. You can find that link Implodian Chess Twitter. And the reason why it's Implodian Chess, I am the Implodian coach of that club and team. So you can find all that information there. And look forward to that. Or actually register as soon as you can, because I need the numbers to know how many kids I'll have total. I might have to add more teams, right? Or might have to subtract teams. I don't know. So the registration, I just need to know how many kids will want to play and want to participate in the draft April the 20th. Okay. Now let's get to the games here. So we're almost halfway through the tournament. And if we look at the leaders, we have Shooty 212. Shooty 212 is number 1. And he is taking a strategy of probably losing that first game, and then winning 4 in a row. So he goes to the bottom and he's berserking the bottom players, and now he's at top. Resident Donkey has won all of his games. 2nd, 3rd, and 5th, and the 4th. Wolf, 1952, went 4 straight, but lost the last game here. And then we have the A02032010. Has 12 points as well. Played a lot of games. So you figure he's played 8 games, and some people have only played 4 games, and he's able to accumulate his score quicker. Circus Master is on the first page. Strange Bolt is on the first page. Avenor is on the first page with 3 straight on fire. SME8N is on the first page. Spark 101 on the first page as well, and WJH3122 on the first page. Today we have 34 total players. Let's give a shout out to all the players. Super Samrat, former champion of the Michigan Junior Online Arena. Little Almond, Taste the Pace, Chase 101 Captain, Dizzy Shoe, Daz 10, Chess Master 12456, Grizzly 2001, Full Empty Pajamas, Chess BTL, Page Orange, Daz 09, Roper 7, Cool Peaceful Arrow, Kid for Gray, Rail Grant, Gogo Stello, C Jeezy, Raphael S19, Top Madhouse, and we have Armand098, Chess Legacy 7428, and Tacky Element. Tacky Element is coming up. He's struggling on the bottom there. That is a kid from Barnard. Surprising. Now Wolf usually does really well here, but it looks like he did lose to A0203 2010, and that broke his streak. We look at what Shooty has been doing. Shooty lost first to Resident Donkey, and then went to the bottom and did a berserk on Dizzy Shoe, Daz 10, Chessmaster 1245, Little Almond, and Spark 101. He's playing now, and so he's able to accumulate a bunch of berserks and streaks. Okay, now let's go back. So right now, Resident Donkey is #1. We're looking at the top games here. Resident Donkey and Wolf 2008 are playing right now. So Wolf 2008 is the highest rated player in the tournament, I believe. Either him or Super Samrat. And you see Wolf 2008 is playing this is a Sveshnikov, actually. Now I might know who Resident Donkey is, actually. Maybe. Now what happened there? After d6, he plays bishop c4, and that is not a usual square for this bishop to go. But this is for sure, this is a Sveshnikov Sicilian. But he's doing that just to control the d5 square, so it makes some sense. Go back again. How did he get to this line here? And here, Wolf 2008 goes for the control over the d5 square, which is exactly what you want to do in these lines. One thing about Sicilian, the most important square in Sicilian defenses is the d5 square. Remember that, guys. If you control the d5 square, you control the game. So that's the battle that's going on right now. And what Black wants to do is be able to take the knight on d5, but force White to take with the pawn, then there will be no backward d6 pawn here. A backward pawn is only weak if it's on an open file. So after c3, you see there's some trades, but that knight on d5 is still dominating. And if you think about it, there is also a possibility of bringing the other knight outside of this pawn on b5. So here Black just trades, and now this pawn on d6 is going to be very weak. Also, this knight is going to hit, we're going to go to d5 by going to e3. Knight a3, c2, and e3. We're going to put this knight on d5, and the bishop against the knight, White will be dominating there. So here Resident Donkey allows the trade of pawns. At first it looked like it was a win of a pawn, but the in-between move, an intermezzo move, sacks the queen. Now the queen has to move away, and then you can recapture the pawn. But here you got to watch away, because after a takes b5, there's a b4 move, and then queen takes b5, the rook has to move away. Or actually no, b4, and then you have rook c4, but then you got knight to a3, and then you still lose the pawn. So rook c4, knight d2, or knight a3, and the pawn is still lost. Both players have about the same amount of time. I definitely think white is winning this position. There might be some counterplay against this c3 pawn later on. So rook c4, knight to a3, that really didn't help. And then maybe there's some counterplay on the c3 pawn that could be is backward as well. And then maybe rook f to d8 or bishop e7 covers the d6 pawn. So yes, I do believe white is better in this position. Two of the top players in the Michigan Junior Online Arena is Resident Donkey versus Wolf 2008. You see, Resident Donkey is using the counterplay that, but I will say though, there is a knight to a7 move that forks the two rooks. What would be the counterplay after this? Knight a7 forks the two rooks there. What would he play after that? And notice that white also has this passed pawn. He's up a pawn, but now he has this passed b pawn. There's a backward d6 pawn. There's a threat of knight a7. White is fully in control, and that reflects in the time on the clock as well. All right, so g6 is played. So he just allows knight to a7. Instead, he goes rook to a7, threatening queen takes f7 check. All right, so he protects the f7 square with the rook. And then you have knight takes d6, threatening f7 again 3 times. Oh, and then he just takes it. Okay, makes sense though, but then there's queen takes f6, and now white is up 2 pawns. The c3 pawn is being attacked now. The question is, should we play rook to d3? Maybe the rook can swing along the 3rd rank. No, instead he plays queen f3, and then you're going to have a rook c8, and then maybe a rook c1, and then I would say maybe queen to c4. Oh, he plays h3, and he gives up the pawn. Was there a tactic? There's a queen takes c3 and rook to d8, but then there's king g7, and I don't see a tactic. Looked like queen takes c3 was a good move. But now if you go queen takes c3, you're going to, well, you're going to lose the e5 pawn. So queen takes c3, rook d8 check, and then then capture there. Now you're going to go king to, king to g7, and here black is feeling okay about this. He's down a pawn. It's better than the position he had before. And there is queens on the board. And when there's queens on the board, the kings, you look at, a lot of times there's perpetual check possibilities. And then that way you can draw those games. So black will be looking for a perpetual check for sure. It is white to move. Black wants to play queen e1 or queen takes b4. Probably queen to b6 is the move. White to move. Queen b6 covers f2 and covers the b4 pawn. But then again, you probably will lose the e4 pawn with queen c1 check, king h2, queen f4 check, g3, and queen takes e4. So here instead, plays queen to g5. Says to you could have my passed b pawn if you let me take your e5 pawn. But here he has queen takes e4, and white has made a big mistake there. That was a big mistake there. But white is still okay, but now I don't think white is winning at this point. So the question is, is the king close enough to the box? So the box is 4x4, you're not, so you could not trade queens. So now white is back in control with the pass pawn. He wants to play queen to c5 and then queen to c7 possibly. Trying to push the pawn, control the square in front of the pawn. All right, so black is bringing the king closer, getting ready for the queen c7. All right, black is doing a good job bringing that king closer. Okay. Now here Resident Donkey has a 30-second lead on Wolf 2008. That could be very significant, especially if he comes up with a really good move now. It looks like he wants to double team this pawn somehow. Maybe bring his queen or queen to c6. That would be something. Bring his queen to c6 and bring his king over and win the pawn. All right. Now Wolf 2008 has 38 seconds to a minute. Almost less than half the time. And here, this looks... So first of all, we can't actually... I don't know. He could play queen to a2 and start to push. You can play queen a2 and start to push there. And I don't know if this would even work here. Looks like Wolf 2008 has found his way and man, this looks like Resident Donkey is going to lose this game here. Wolf has two queens. Black failed to control the square in front of the queening pawn at a certain point. Now that queen won't do much, and this is over. This is over here. And he resigns. So Wolf 2008 pulls it out against Resident Donkey. All right, let's go back. What a game that was between two of the leaders. So Wolf 2008, let's see where that will put him in the tournament. We go back to the top page. Shooty 7212 is still up there with all those berserks. All those berserks here. Resident Donkey is still number 2 after that loss. Super Samrat has now taken number 2, has won 5 in a row. Then Resident Donkey is number 3. A02032010 is number 4. And Wolf 2008 is 5. Chess BTL is 6. Circus Master is 7. DDoS 10, 8, 9 is SME 8. N and DDoS 09 is coming up at number 10. Those are the first pagers. So Shooty, now Shooty 7212 is in the lead. And let's take a look at how Shooty accumulated all these victories. So some take a strategy is if you lose the first one, you get to go down below and play the lower players. And here he hasn't played anyone over 1600 at all since he lost the first game. And he's been able to berserk. Now what berserk is, you cut your time in half and you can get more points if you can win that difficult game by giving that time odd. So if you have 5 minutes in the start, you will start with 2 minutes and 30 seconds and you get no increment. This tournament is 5 minutes with 2-second increment. Your opponent still gets this 5 minutes and 2-second increment, but you're gonna have a straight flat 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So it's hard to win these games with berserk, but Shooty 7212 looks like he's doing it with 26 points and 21 minutes left in the tournament. Now Super Samrat has 19 points. Now he is a 1923 player. Him, Resident Donkey, and Wolf 2008 are our 1900s playing today. And oh wow, and Super Samrat just won again. He gets 24 points. And the crazy part about that is he berserked Resident Donkey. Resident Donkey, who's a 1900. Now, Super Samrat also lost his first one to Wolf 2008. And then beat Will Grant, Dizzy Shoe with a draw. Taste the Pace, Cool Piece for Arrow twice. Chase 101 Captain and Resident Donkey. He gets a berserk on Resident Donkey. Wow, what a game to do that against someone that's a 1900 just like you. It's also possible they could have berserked each other. But let's go to the leader. This is Chess BTL, who is 1161 rated, and he's playing Shooty, the leader, 7212. And here we see Shooty 7212 has a lead of a pawn. He's up a pawn. And then Chess BTL just missed the check in the face, to mate in the face, and now Shooty gets another berserk point. See, that is the strategy when you're playing these lead chess arenas. Being able to get streaks plus the berserk. A normal streak, you get 4 points, but if you do berserk, you get an extra point, 5 points every time you win games where you berserk and you're on a streak. So Shooty is on fire with 31 points. Super Samrat is on fire with 24. Resident Donkey has just won a game after losing 2 in a row, is in third place. A02032010 has 18 points here and has won 4 straight games. Wolf 2008 is on fire with 16 points. Chess BTL just lost in number 6. Circus Master is number 7. DDoS 10, 8, SME 8, N 9, and DDoS 09. So it is a race between Super Samrat and Shooty at that spot. Resident Donkey is playing Super Samrat. Now this is, Resident Donkey has berserked, I believe. Has berserked Shooty. Now let's look at, yeah, that is a berserk there. Okay. All right, so Resident Donkey, hey, has the pieces controlling the center of the board, has black. It takes a lot to berserk with the black pieces. Shooty has the extra time, more than half the time. There's going to be a knight d2. I wonder how will black protect the e4 pawn. Goes bishop f5. Maybe f3. Nope. Now here, black has the bishop here. I wonder if he's going to keep the bishop here by playing bishop e7. Nope. Lets the bishop here go. So now knight takes, and then if queen takes, now you have bishop b5 and you have control over this nice c5 square. Now here, knight to f4, quick move. Protecting the maiden square, protecting h3 pawn. Very quick move there. King h2 is played, and then here knight to e6, threatening the f4 square twice. Now probably you're going to get a rook lift with rook takes e6. That rook could swing over to g. Wow, that was interesting. I thought rook takes e6 would have been better. It protects the c6 pawn. Plus you can swing over to the h file, the g file, the f file. So that was surprising that that didn't happen. And maybe here you got a rook to, yes, rook c2. And he goes back to defend himself on the king side, but then there was a trade here. And this is looking more and more like a drawish position here. Take, there's opposite color bishops. There is a passed pawn here, but I don't know how significant that's going to be. King goes on d5 and maybe enters on c4. And then you have here bishop to, yep, bishop c4. That protects the b5 pawn. Maybe even bishop. Oh, he allows the capture of the e4 pawn. That could be significant. There was a bishop d3 way to protect that pawn. Now, Resident Donkey has 1 minute and 9 seconds to 4 minutes. Remember, Shooty 7212 gets 2 seconds every time he moves. This is Khalil Willis from University Prep Science and Math School. Okay. This attacks the bishop with e4. White is up 1 pawn. And now white is up more than that. So white now has a bishop against a pawn. And now there's more trades, and this looks okay. And then I guess black resigned here. That was smart because you want to play more games. And that was a crucial loss by Resident Donkey there. So Shooty 7212 has 35 points. Super Samrat has the 24. Oh wow, and then Shooty gets to play another Berserk game against a lower player, Grizzly 1343. And it's going to be hard to catch Shooty if Shooty plays a lot of the lower players. Super Samrat is on fire, but Wolf 2008 is playing WJH 3122. How is this game going? Wolf has WJH 3122 has never beaten Wolf so far. Of course, there is Berserk stats in there as well. I see. So Queen D5, you're threatening knight on A5. And I don't know if this is a Berserk game. It's probably the only way that Wolf could catch back up. So let's go to another game. All right, so Avenor is playing SME8 in number 9 versus number 11. Resident Donkey is playing Strange Bolt. And Strange Bolt is on the first page here. Grizzly 2011 is playing Shooty. And DDoS 10 is playing Dizzy Shoe 11. Let's go to this. Wow, now it looks like happening here. Oh, it doesn't look good here for Grizzly versus Shooty in the Berserk game. And the best way if you're getting Berserk, because I look at this 4 minutes left against the 1 minute. In my opinion, it looks like Grizzly just wasn't really taking his time, and Shooty's going to get another Berserk game here. It's almost impossible to catch him at this point. All right, let's go to another game. Shooty is going to get another Berserk game there. And he has 40 points. Super Samurott is not that far away. But this is going to go up to 45 points here. Oh, wow. Now Shooty is playing Super Samurott, and Super Samurott is trying to Berserk Shooty. Now, that's a big one. Now, there's only 11 minutes left. And even if Super Samurott wins this game, for him to play another game is going to be very hard to catch Shooty 7-2-1-2. But if we look at who Super Samurott has played, this is significant. Wolf, he's played Wolf 2008. He's played Real Grant and Resident Donkey, Circus Master, and Shooty. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players over 1900. Now, if we look at Shooty, he's had the luck of the draw here because he's played Resident Donkey, and Super Samurott. 3 players that are over 1900. And he's playing Super Samurott right now. So that is very important in his performance. But now he's playing Super Samurott in a Berserk game. And it has come down to a king and pawn endgame where I'm going to say this just looks like a draw, if anything. Now, so what happened here, I don't think that, what is, uh-oh. That was a mistake. Oh, what's happening? You could have went, so white could have actually played king to h6 there. Could have played king h6. And now all you have to do is play f5, and that should be the game. Shooty should win this game here easily with that endgame there. It's a big mistake by Super Samurott. And there's the game. Shooty has beaten Super Samurott in the attempt to berserk him and to really defend his first place lead. And I believe he has locked up first place. Only 8 minutes left. Yes. I think Shooty, we can declare Shooty the champion of today. Only lost the first game and then won every game after that. No matter the attempts of a berserk. And Super Samurott only lost the first game and won every game until he tried to berserk Shooty. So he's second place. He won't lose that. And then Wolf 2008, who is now playing Resident Donkey. Yeah, Wolf 2008 playing Resident Donkey. Wolf is, now that is a battle for third place to get on the top 3 spots. Resident Donkey, if they can finish the game in 7 minutes, we'll go to this game right now. And it's back to a Sveshnikov Sicilian. Back to a Sveshnikov Sicilian here. And Resident Donkey is playing this position better than she did. I believe this is Charisse Woods. I am not sure, but I'm willing to bet on it that this is Charisse Woods. Now she wants to cover the d5 square with knight b6 or knight f6. Oh, and then here, Wolf 2008 wants to control the d5 square by playing rook to d1. There was a queen takes b5 opportunity. A4 is a good move, attacking b5 again, but then knight to c5 is the move. So maybe we'll see queen c2. I wonder if knight to b3. Oh, now see, Resident Donkey was able to take away the piece on d5, and now the backward pawn is covered and it's not on open file anymore. That was really good strategy by Black. Only thing now I'm concerned about is this bishop now that's on e7. Have to get that into the game. Maybe bishop d8 and bishop b6. That's the perfect route. You might even be able to play now, since he's played this way. You could probably have played take f takes g3 and then h takes g3 and then be able to play bishop g5. Knight d4 heads to the e6 square and also threaten the b5 pawn. So this knight can go to c6, e6. There it goes to e6. Going to have a threat of, okay, so rook to g1. There's bishop takes f4. I wonder what he was thinking. Is he thinking rook takes, oh, okay, he's thinking rook takes f4 here because the knight is pinned. Okay. But then he has rook takes, doesn't work though, because queen would take that and then you would lose your queen. And now, wow, look at that. And then maybe, I thought maybe rook h6 was the move. Rook h6 looks good. Rook h6 attacking the h2 pawn. All right, there goes rook e2. Now it's about time for this knight to get in the game. But there's a check here, makes sense. Rook f3. Oh, and we talking about 8 seconds, 5 seconds left, 7 seconds, 3. Is there any, there's another check. Oh, there's a sacrifice here. There is a sacrifice. And Wolf 2008 beats Resident Donkey in time pressure. And it was before the tournament is over. So that was Charisse Woods versus Cal Vanderhoek, who was Wolf 2008. Shooty, 1877, is on fire, has 44 points total. 44 points. Super Samurai is number 2 with 37. And then Wolf is coming up number 3 with 31. And I think that's going to be, I don't know if anyone can catch Wolf. It's only 3 minutes left. Circus Circus Master could do some things, could pass Resident Donkey with the game against Super Samrat. Now, Circus Master has still yet to beat Super Samrat. 2-0 record. Circus Master won the tournament, wasn't yesterday, but 2 days ago, won the Michigan Junior Online Arena. Former champion is Circus Master. Super Samrat has won multiple, I think 2, or maybe even 3. Circus Master is doing a really good job of keeping the pressure. H4, H5 probably coming up next. I think white is much better in this position. So King F6. That's a very bold move with the king. Wow, knight to... Wait a minute, what is that? Hold on. Oh, just going in there with the queen. That was very strange. And he got knight f5. Oh my goodness. Oh, she missed knight f5, which wins the queen. What is going on here? Man, so you could probably push g7 or knight e6 check works too. Okay. Oh, this is a very intense game here. Super Samrat has 38 seconds to Circus Master, 1 minute and 15. Oh, now look at that check there. You got knight to f8 check, or just sack the queen. Or just sack the queen here. Maybe you could play rook h1. Oh, instead goes for the discovery check. Uh-oh. That wasn't a good move there. And then maybe queen to h7, or queen to h6 might be better. Queen h6 looks better, putting pressure on the f6 pawn. Why going for a draw? Why? You had the pressure. Oh man, that's not a smart decision. But did that count? I don't even know. All right, so this is over. Sudi at 2-7-2-1-2 wins the tournament. He had 44 points in total, 11 games played, won 91% of the games, and berserk rate was 73%. Super Samrat 1848 performance rating, played 12 games, win rate 75%, berserk rate 83%, and got second place. The highest performing person, of course, was Wolf 2008, performed at 2130. So played the best, but the thing is, the berserk rate is only 40%. And even though he beat the highest players and played the best, that's not how you win the arena. You got to be able to berserk the lower players a little bit more to get those extra points in streaks. And so he wasn't able to do that, even though he had the highest performance rating. All right. And these are our top 3. And also a shout out to the rest of the first page: Resident Donkey, Circus Master, A0203, 2010, Grizzly 2011, WJH3122, Chess BTL, and Strange Bolt. Congratulations for making the first page. I'll see you guys next tomorrow. And remember, please register for the Michigan Online Team Arena, which have our draft, our first online team arena draft. You can be the #1 draft pick, you never know. And that will be happening at 2:30 p.m. April 20th, Monday, 2:30 p.m. April 20th on Monday. please register for that. There should be a link on Michigan Chess Association Facebook page. There is also a link on the Implodian Chess Facebook page. And go there, use the Sign Up Genius, register for that tournament. That event is going to be not only a tournament where you play team versus team, you're going to have your own team logos. That's right, own team logos, own team name, and a team president, which is going to be the lowest, the 8 to 10 lowest players. They're going to be the ones who are picking first, second, and third pick in the rounds that are coming out of the draft. The draft will be broadcasted live on Implodian Chess YouTube channel. I might even put it on the Michigan Chess Association YouTube channel as well. So those two venues, we can have it live, and everybody is going to be represented there on GoToMeeting, so we can see everyone's face as their pick. It's going to be a nice event. Please register for that. And other than that, congratulations to those winners. Shooty 7212, your first championship. Congratulations on that. And for the Implodians, or for the Michigan Junior Chess Online Arena, Implodian out.